You know, if something like that happens to you, and you put that in, you think, oh, that's fine, I'll just put some caulking in there, just caulk the bajunior out of it and get it all done. Well, then you see the caulking line, and then if you ever want to pull this off, if you don't score it, it could rip your paper off or whatever. Just figure on doing it right and get the oversized cover plate. And that works good for, you know, areas that you need it. So look for those at the store. So here's my cut-in box. You put it in, that screws down, and then when you tighten that screw, ka-doink, that goes up and it draws it in. As you tighten this screw, it draws it in on this little slide goodie here, okay? Well, that's all fine and dandy on the bottom. You see, you've got one at the top and one here at the bottom. Now, like I say, on the bottom one, right here, that's going to work fine. But the top one, I'm just going to undo that screw, okay? And I'm going to pull this little paddle off. And I could probably get a screw right in the edge of there, or maybe on the tip, you know. Problem with putting it on the tip, then it sticks out a little bit, and then it might get in the way of your cover plate. I think I can fish one right in there if I use a sheetrock screw, and it might just barely miss this mounting screw for the actual electrical outlet. And that's how we're going to install the top of this box. I mean, worst case scenario, if you wanted to, you could drill a hole up in here, and you can put a sheetrock screw up that way and hit the stud, you know, the fire block. You can mount it that way at the top too, okay? There's your choices. I guess there's no turning back. I gotta put it in now. Okay, I got all the sheetrock cut for the cavity area, and this is right where the wood is. I've got my pencil mark up there, and you know what? I'm just gonna use the sheetrock or a chisel just to go around the border of the sheetrock, because I can't get up in there. Then I'll use my sheetrock knife. Hey, there's always a first. Have I ever used a chisel for sheetrock? No. But in this instance, it seemed like a good idea. I'm not going to do it too far because it's going to all come out. You know, it could pop up above.
You want it to come up.
But because I've got my, see, I'm kind of in a confined area. Now I can kind of get in there and cut it. And score it.
Pop right up.
Get your fingers out of the way. Yeah. Okay. Let's score a little bit more. The back of your sheetrock, there's paper on the back. You gotta score it deep enough. Pull it out.
Look at that.
That sheetrock's 50 years old.
Oh, it's
Okay.
still there.
You see there? There's your fire block. It's coming straight across. That's why I've got to use my paddle bit. And I can just dig it in there and drill it and drill it and drill it and drill it and drill it. Okay? That's my next
If you had a
step.
what's that saw you used to call?